When fiduciary management first came to the UK, there was a perception that the solutions had been designed around the aims and needs of large pension schemes. However, since coming to the UK 5 or 6 years ago, fiduciary solutions have evolved significantly, and there are now solutions available for schemes of all sizes. In fact, what we're seeing are 3 trends starting to emerge. So if we look at large pension schemes, and by this I mean schemes with assets in excess of £1 billion UK sterling. Schemes of this size are opting for partial fiduciary solutions to fill in their investment and governance gaps. So for example, trustees might appoint a fiduciary manager to manage the alternative asset classes. However, trustees still have a high degree of input and manage day-to-day investment decisions on the remainder of the portfolio, whilst the fiduciary takes care of a niche area. Mid-sized schemes, and by this I mean schemes of 100 million to £1 billion, and this is where we've seen the largest growth in the UK market. Our survey suggests a 3-fold increase in the take-up of fiduciary management of schemes of this size. Now, schemes of this size are tending towards full fiduciary management, often incorporating dynamic de-risking. Mid-sized schemes are requiring a high degree of customisation within the fiduciary solution. So for example, returns around their unique investment objectives are also based on unique cash flow data. Trustees are also able to input into strategic positions around interest and inflation hedging, for example. In addition, schemes of this size are able to place parameters around the different asset classes used, and in some cases, even put parameters around strategies and underlying fund managers. However, importantly, once those parameters are set, the fiduciary manager takes responsibility for the day-to-day investment decisions. Very finally, we have smaller schemes, and by this we're talking about schemes of sub 100 million, for example. Again, schemes of this size are opting for full fiduciary management, again incorporating dynamic de-risking. They too are asking for customization around return targets and also benchmarks based on their unique cash flows. However, they have potentially less ability to influence the underlying portfolio and by placing parameters around different asset classes. What we're actually seeing though is schemes of this size are tending more towards passive orientated solutions so they can keep control of the overall fees of the final proposition. So fiduciary management has evolved in the last 5 or 6 years and is now available to schemes of all sizes. However, as you might imagine, the solutions will vary accordingly.